Oh, baby, baby, how was I supposed to know that something wasn't right here? Oh, baby, baby, I shouldn't have let you go. And now you're right outside. Tell me how you wanna do me. Tell me, baby, something, 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 something. My loneliness is killing me, and I must confess, I still believe. When you're not with me, I lose my mind. Give me a sign. Hit me, baby, one more time. What's up, people? I did that from memory. I'm impressed with myself. So, enough fun. Here's the nonsense. After 4 cops shot in Houston, police promised to go after and track those who criticize police. We're gonna be keeping track of all of you, and we're gonna make sure that we hold you accountable every time you stir the pot on our police officers. Houston, Texas. This is by the Free Thought Project. I believe it's Matt Agorist. Matt Agorist. Matt Agorist. There he is. Awesome dude. Awesome journalist. Houston, Texas. 4 police officers were shot on Monday during a drug raid. So right away, these cops they're engaged in an assault, an offensive assault on somebody's home, enforcing a failed drug war, Richard Nixon's failed drug war. Again, the drug war is unconstitutional, and the only people that benefit from the drug war are drug dealers and cops. Those are the people who benefit the most from the drug war. So now they're doing a drug raid on a suspected heroin dealer's home. Okay? Luckily, the officers were all expected to survive, although 2 officers are in critical condition. The two suspected drug dealers were both shot and killed during the raid. On Monday afternoon around 5 p.m., a dozen SWAT team members with Houston Narcotics Department, along with 6 other patrol officers, descended on a Pecan Park home to serve a search warrant. According to the police, their undercover agents had purchased black tar heroin from the home several times before the raid. So the cops are actually buying the drugs from the house. As police approached the door, however, the suspects inside opened fire and 4 of the officers were shot. Another officer injured his knee during the raid but was not shot. During the exchange, the 2 suspects were both shot and killed. That solved a lot. That did a lot. We don't want to change the drug war policy and the war on drugs. We don't want to change that for the last 40 years because it really benefits police and it really benefits the drug dealers and it really fills up the jails. And it's a whole police, drug dealer, convict, jail economy going on there. So of course they love the drug war. They hate the fact that certain states are legalizing marijuana, and then they hate it so much that they won't let you actually smoke the marijuana itself. They force you to buy their garbage cartridges and edibles or whatever. So, and I believe, and this is just my opinion, I could be wrong, that the reason they won't let you smoke it, that way they could still use the smell of it as probable cause to keep putting people in jail over it. After the raid, Houston Police Chief Art Acevedo and the Texas governor issued statements decrying the horrific attack on police officers and asked for prayers. The horrific attack on police officers. Again, this is where I get confused. Who initiated the assault? Who's assaulting who? Who is on the offensive? Heroin's bad. Drugs are bad. You shouldn't do hard drugs. You shouldn't do anything really except drink water and eat vegetables. Hey, life is life. And as long as I'm not hurting anybody else, don't worry about how many cheeseburgers I ate, how much salt I put on my fries, if I use a straw or not. It's my life. It's my business. Anyway, again, this is where I get confused. They're a 12-man team armed to the gills with bulletproof vests and stun grenades and who knows what, flash grenades and smoke grenades. They're basically a clan from Call of Duty Modern Warfare. And they're on someone's property engaging in an attack. And then they say that they get attacked. So who's the attacker? The guys who attacked the home, or the guys in the home attack the guys who attacked them? Well, which is which? This is where I get confused. This is why you shouldn't have unconstitutional drug laws. After the governor and the chief issued their statements of support for the officers and asked folks to keep them in their thoughts, Houston Police Officers Union President Joe Gamaldi went on the offensive, nothing that we have had enough. Who is this now? Joe Gamaldi. This guy lives in Upside Down World, and I have the video underneath. They have posted the video underneath to prove it. And by they, I mean Matt Agorist and the Free Thought Project. Amazing website. We are sick and tired of dirtbags trying to take our lives when all we're trying to do is protect this community and our families. Okay, there's a statement there. What are you protecting them from? Voluntary adult activity? People are going to do heroin whether you send SWAT teams or not. It's been 40 years. You haven't accomplished anything. You're not protecting anybody. You're raising revenue for the jails, which your unions probably invest in, and you're making more black market drug sales happen. You're creating the drug dealers with the drug war itself. You get rid of the drug laws, and then you won't need to have drug lords in Mexico, and there won't be smuggling of drugs because we have them already. People are going to do them whether you like it or not. The more you restrict them, the more they want to do them. So we're sick and tired of dirtbags trying to take our lives while all we're trying to do is protect this community. What are you protecting them from? If these drug addicts or dealers are stealing people's cars or property or committing violence against innocent people, yes, go for it. But if they're exchanging a voluntary product for a voluntary payment, that's none of your business, dude. Obey your oath. While it's entirely acceptable for an officer to be angry and voice their opinion about criminals who try to shoot them, Gamaldi then took it a step further and went after people who may just be critical of police. He then threatened that they will be tracking these people who are critical of cops. So this guy's basically making a direct threat to me. My whole channel is critical of bad, corrupt cops. And bad, corrupt cops are the enemy of the people. No matter how stupid or ignorant you want to be. Corrupt, bad cops who don't follow the laws, don't know the laws, don't do anything but memorize the laws they can bust people for in victimless, unconstitutional crimes, are absolutely 100% the enemy of the people. Period. Only a moron can't see that. If you're the ones that are out there spreading rhetoric that police officers are the enemy, it's not rhetoric, bro. If you're not obeying your oath to the Constitutions, what you swore to, and you're enforcing victimless, unconstitutional laws to raise revenue and trying to enforce unconstitutional drug laws and everything else, you are the enemy to a free American people. That's not rhetoric. That's fact. Let's see. Rhetoric that police officers... Okay, just know we've all got your number now, and we're going to be keeping track of all y'all. And we're going to make sure that we hold you accountable every time you stir the pot on our police officers. What does that mean? First of all, how are you going to hold accountable somebody for free speech? So again, this guy is blatantly, openly saying, we are going to violate your rights if you bother us and you make us feel bad. And you call us the enemy when we're out terrorizing the public. You call us the enemy while we're stealing money from people who have done nothing to nobody. You criticize that? Okay, so we've had enough, folks. We're out there every day doing our jobs and putting our lives on the line for our family. That's more police propaganda. Listen to this guy.
But now I want to speak on behalf of the 5,200 brave men and women of the Houston Police Department and the other 800,000 police officers that are working these streets every single day, putting their lives on the line. We are sick and tired of having targets on our back. We are sick and tired of having dirtbags trying to take our lives when all we're trying to do is protect this community.
Targets on your back. You went to them. You assaulted their home. They didn't come to you. They didn't target you. You targeted them.
And protect our families. Enough is...
Protect our families from what?
Enough. And if you're the ones that are out there spreading the rhetoric that police officers are the enemy, well, just know we've all got your number now. We're going to be keeping track of all of y'all, and we're going to make sure that we hold you accountable every time you stir the pot on our police officers. We've had enough, folks. We're out there doing our jobs every day, putting our lives on the line for our families.
Doing our jobs. Your job is to preserve, protect, and defend the Constitution, not enforce an unconstitutional 40-year drug war. You're undoing what Richard Nixon started and has failed over 40 years and have gotten worse.
Enough is enough.
Yeah. Enough unconstitutional police is enough. Grimaldi is angry, and rightfully so. 4 of his friends were shot and nearly died. But threatening to go after individuals who are critical of police is certainly not the answer and will undoubtedly lead to more suffering on both sides of the thin blue line. Does Grimaldi think we should be critical of police when they shoot and kill innocent children like Jeremy Martis, which that's a link? What about the cops right down the road in infamous Bexar County who shot and killed a 6-year-old, Cameron Prescott, and faced no consequences? Should we not be able to criticize them? You can name 100 people, right? You're not allowed to talk about that. They get to kill and assault people's homes and do whatever they want. And if you consider that bad, then you're the enemy, not us. The idea that all police officers are heroes is not accurate. Actions are what dictate heroism, not a career decision. Yes, hundreds of thousands of police officers put on a uniform every day, and some of them may face danger, but simply going to work to do a job that is not even ranked in the top 10 most dangerous jobs in the country doesn't make you a hero. Correct. That is so correct, and I say this all the time. Roofers and garbage men are far more dangerous jobs, and those people should be held to a higher accord than cops that lie about how dangerous their jobs are and pretend like they're heroes. Roofers are the real heroes. Electricians, plumbers, garbage men, they provide a service for real, a real service. If you're a cop and you're not actively engaging in something that has a victim or damages, you're not being a good cop. Okay? Sacrifice saving lives, selflessly risking your own life to protect others from harm and standing up for what's right are what make people heroes, not uniforms, 6-figure incomes, and pensions. Exactly. Attacking or monitoring people for being critical of police and government institutions is not the answer to curtailing anti-police sentiment. This will only serve to drive a wedge between the police and the policed. You know what? The more the hatred grows, the more of a wall the police put up. They will not tear down that wall. They will not discuss with any of us. They won't have a symposium. They will not change their ways. They will not stop investigating themselves. They will not change. They're the ones, again, they are the ones driving the wedge. They're the ones making it harder. They're the ones making the tensions higher. They're the ones escalating. And this guy in this video proved it. They're going to start tracking people for speech. Law enforcement in this country has been at a crossroads for some time. While some heroic officers are taking a stand and calling for an end to the war on drugs, oh, what a good idea. Others are hell-bent on maintaining the revenue stream, job security, and budgets for militarization that is this war brings them. That's exactly right. They profit heavily. The police have grown because of the drug war. The jails have grown because of the drug war. And more and more criminals are created because of the drug war. And more border problems are created because of the drug war. The drug war is the problem. Hello. Are you listening? I'm being critical of you, dummy. The overwhelming majority of violent police interactions stem from enforcement of the war on drugs. I believe it. This is a huge problem, and countless experts in the field already have the solution. Let's click on that real quick. I guess I'll do this one soon. So a cop. Maybe we could just listen. Now I gotta go back. Let's go back. Where was I? Okay, anti-police sentiment, law enforcement, crossroads, militarization, drugs, a huge problem. Countless experts in the field have the solution. And the drug war, of course. Except for a few police departments across the country, most police will not even consider the notion of ending the drug war. Yeah, because it gives them a purpose, and they can use it to initiate contact and put more people in jail and keep the little police economy going, police prison economy going. The fact that the drug war is dangerous, not only for the people being accused of having drugs by police, but as this case in Houston illustrates, it's incredibly dangerous for the police officers too. Despite police officers being killed at a historically low rate, as the incident shows us, enforcing a war on substances pushes the sale of these substances into the criminal realm, which makes it dangerous for everyone. The drug war is making everything dangerous. And the drug war. We can look at the problem of alcohol and the subsequent mafia crime wave that ensued as a result as an example. Oh yeah, prohibition still doesn't work. That's exactly right. The year 1930, at the peak of prohibition, happened to be the deadliest year for police in American history. 300 police officers were killed in forcing a war on booze. So prohibition doesn't work? Man, who would have thought? And innumerable poor people slaughtered as the state cracked down on drinkers. This is not a solution. We can also use the prohibition of alcohol and the subsequent mafia crime. Okay. All right, man. I'm losing my voice. The system knows this too. When drugs are legalized, gang violence drops drastically. Not only, exactly, less gangs, less crime, also less revenue for police. And that's why the police love the drug war so much. So there goes my voice. There's 16 minutes plus. All right, guys. Please consider buying a ring from me. Go to Etsy.com and type in John's Coin Rings with no spaces. Also, subscribe to this channel. Click the thumbs up. After you click the subscribe button, a little bell pops up. And if you click the bell, it'll tell you that I upload a video every single day. Woohoo! Pull over that ass too fat. That's what I say during my scratch videos. Whatever, I'm just babbling now. Bye. I love you. No victim, no crime. Mad Agorist, you're the man. Free Thought Project, good stuff. Bye.